Emoji J. He is my main admin for my show. For those who just joined, it's New Year. Um, Welcome to the show. Um, please be respectful. It's a feature show. It's a recorded show. Please be respectful. Have respect towards one another. Thank you. Appreciate it. Um, if you want to follow me on Instagram, it's in my bio. If you want to follow the cooking shows, you're more than welcome to subscribe to Emoji J's YouTube channel. That's where all the shows will be posted. Sarah, hello. Um, yeah, just have fun, guys. Welcome to another edition of the Global Grub with Dolph and Donnie. I'm your host, Tarbats Donnie. Um, for those who are new to the stream, I've been streaming for just over 5 years, been a Tarbats for almost 5 years. This cooking show has been featuring for just over a year now. I think we're approaching a year and a half, I think. So, welcome, guys. Welcome to the show. It's going to be a fun edition, though, because the thing that I'm going to be cooking, I don't think is well known here in America. Just from people that I've heard talking when I went through streams, some people gave me the ew, some people gave me the interesting. Well, you're about to find out, I guess. You're about to find out. First of all, if you guys want to be a part of the show, please hit up Emoji J, which is my main admin. You can also hit me up on Instagram if you want to be a part of the show. And how that works is I give you the ingredients, or we cook something that you want to cook, and you give me the ingredients, and we cook it together in the Sunday show in the slot at 7 p.m. Eastern. It's a lot of fun. There's people that's been on the show. They had a lot of fun. We had laughters, and it's great. It's great. Be a part of the show. Thank you. Appreciate it. I'm going to say thank you for the gifts now, and then I'll do it again towards the end of the show. I'm not going to do it the whole time when it's here. Obviously, we're cooking, so I can't do both at the same time. I can't be looking at the screen the whole time and look down here. Unless I have a break, I can do both. You know what I mean? So I appreciate the favorites. Make sure you favorite everybody in the stream. Kirk, I'm not going to be disrespectful, but I do not understand that language. I know you from the Ukraine or somewhere, but welcome to the show, by the way. But I don't understand that language. If you want to type English. Thank you, Titono. Appreciate that. All right, let's get to today's show, shall we? Please do not leave. If I tell you what I'm cooking, please do not leave. I want you guys to see the final product, okay? Just because what I'm about to say is going to sound gross, it is not that gross. It's actually very delicious. If you haven't tried it, then you're not going to know, okay? And hear me out. It is really delicious. You can do it with the one ingredient, and you can do it with not the ingredient, okay? So today's dish, thank you, appreciate it, guys. Today's dish is going to be a very well-known Sunday dish in South Africa. We do them sometimes on special occasions, or we just do them like once a month. But some people do it more than once a month. I know in our household, we used to do it more than once a month. We did it during the week too. And that is cow tongue. Cow tongue is it sounds gross, but it's not, okay? You have to prep it. The preparation on cow tongue is a little bit different compared to, yeah, it is. Cow tongue's preparation just takes forever. You have to cook it for at least 3 hours before you can even start prepping it. And that's exactly what I'm doing right now. I have been cooking the cow tongue for about 2.5 hours now. And I wanted to go into the show with it because I wanted you guys to see what it's doing. And all I did was I added water, and then I added salt, like a tablespoon of salt, and that's pretty much what I'm doing. The whole tongue, just like that, you can buy them at any grocery store if they have it. Um, Trust me, there's a reason why I'm cooking it for 3 hours. One, it takes the skin off properly, and two, you're getting rid of all the people's got the mindset of all the it's a tongue. A cow has been licking stuff. So what? Yeah, okay. So for your peace of mind, that's the part of the reason why we're cooking it so long. What type of meat? It's the tongue. Hey, 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 hey. The one you're licking with, Fred. Yeah, that one. No, not human tongue, Natasha. No, this is cow tongue. Thank you, Moons. I appreciate that. Cow tongue. How many of you guys have it? Had it actually in the stream? How many guys have had it before? Not me. He says, not me. Never. I'll pass. Okay. I want you to do that to me. Can somebody get rid of clapping, please? I said it's a respectful stream, please, guys. Thank you. No, my mom would prepare it, but I'd never tried it. Maybe you should. And I'll show you why. I'll show you why, Moons. So just bear with me, okay? I want you guys to stick around and watch the final product show, because there's two ways of eating this, okay? You've had a king, so you know what it tastes like. You can either have it with, and I'll explain it towards the end. But I'm cooking this for 3 hours. Then I'm going to make some side dishes that's going to go with this. And I'm going to fill another pot with water. I'm going to bring that to a boil. I'm going to add a little bit of salt. I miss having a gas stove. Yeah, gas stoves are so quick, so much quicker. Obviously, on a electrical stove, some things I found takes a little bit longer than a gas stove. So now some of those ingredients, guys, I got off a South African website, and if you touch base with me, I'll show you where you can get that. I'll give you the ingredients. But one of the South African ingredients is called sump, S-U-M-P, and this one is from the Iwisa brand. It's called sump, and I'm going to show you that it's called sump, S-A-M-P, sump. And I'm going to throw a little bit of this in here. Lucky, lucky, lucky for you. Welcome. Since it's only me, I'm not going to do too much. If I had a significant other, I would have made it all for us, but I don't. And then I'm going to put a lid on it. I'm going to leave it halfway open. That way the water doesn't boil over. And you can see I did the same thing with the tongue. I literally just keep the lid open. That way the water doesn't boil over, and you make your whole. It looks like rice. It looks like rice, but it's not rice. What's up, Dame? Make more for the week? Yeah, that's what he said. Okay, and then I have a traditional sweet potato. Everybody knows a sweet potato. You can get them anywhere from in any store. I'm going to peel this sweet potato. Like that. Very, very easy. Guys, if you just joined the stream, welcome to the Global Grub with Dolphin Donnie. I'm your host, Tabax Donnie. If you want to be a part of the show, please hit me up on Instagram or hit me up on stream. If you see me on stream, make sure you favorite me. Make sure you favorite everybody in the stream. And we'll set up a date. There has been people like, for example, Lucky for You is in the stream. She is one of my people that cooked with me on my show. And she can tell you how much fun it was. And her family enjoyed the food that we cooked that day. So hit me up and we'll discuss a date. That way you got enough time to get the ingredients, or I have to get ingredients. This is a global grub, so it's food from all over the world. Doesn't have to be just South African food that I'm cooking. I'm just showing you what we kind of eat in South Africa. Guys, don't call me daddy. I'm asking nicely, please be respectful. It's a recorded stream. It's a recorded stream by the app. It's a featured show. Please be respectful, okay? If you're not going to be respectful, you are going to be asked to be removed. Okay, and this sweet potato, I'm just going to cut it up in small little slices. Not very thick, about a 1/4 inch, like so. And then I'm going to toss them in another little pot. Again, it's just me, so I'm not doing too much. And I'm just going to cut these in half. That way they're easier to cook. If you did not know that, by cutting a sweet potato up like this, especially for what we're going to do with it, if you cut it up, it just cooks a lot faster. I think I'm going to do a few more slices. If you just joined the stream, welcome to the Global Grub with Tabax Donnie. We are cooking, right now what I'm cutting up here is sweet potato. And then we got some sump, which is kind of like a rice, but it's not. They fall under the same category because it's starch, right? All right, we got that all cut up. And I'm going to throw them in the pot. They can cook. There we go. And we got our sump cooking. And then in here, we got our cow tongue. Our cow tongue, like moo. Yeah, the cow tongue. Okay, that's what we're cooking. Okay. I want you guys to stick around, please. Stick around so you can see what we're doing with this afterwards and why am I cooking it for 3 hours. There's a reason why I'm cooking this for 3 hours. Just for your own peace of mind to get, it's cooking everything that you don't want to be on a tongue, okay? And second of all, it's to get the skin off. Because you're not going to eat that tongue with the skin on. Gross. Okay, I'm not doing that either. We are going to peel the skin, and by cooking it for 3 hours, you're allowing that skin to come off easily. So it has been cooking for about 2.5 hours just before the show started. So we're about 20 minutes into it now. So we're almost to 3 hours. Then I'll show you how we prep this. In the meantime, I'm having some sump which is you can get it in the Asian markets or you can order it offline. It's called Sump. Yes, ma'am. It's like a rice. Um, but I'm gonna cook it and then I'm gonna rinse it off and then I'll add some water to it and cook it again. So it is a healthy grain, very, very healthy grain. Besides couscous, Smurfette. Hi, Smurfette. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Everybody meet Smurfette. I'm gonna throw this in the garbage. I don't like to have a dirty kitchen. That way we keep it clean, right? Keep it clean. Well, thank you, Harry Potter. Can somebody remove Harry Potter, please? I said no disrespect in you. Guys, if you can't behave yourself and you want to do the name calling, then you are free to go, okay? You are now welcome here. This is a recorded stream. It's a feature show of the app. Have respect. We're all having fun in here, okay? Thank you for all the gifts. For those who don't know, the show is going on YouTube. If you want to make sure you want to follow it, please go ahead and favorite Emoji J, if you want to say hi just quickly. You guys can favorite him and follow him on YouTube. He'll also put his YouTube channel on here where you can follow him and you can find the shows on there. Smurfy Fett, thank you, appreciate it very much. Guys, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for being a part of the show. We got our sump going. We got our sweet potato going, which I'm going to show you later on what we're going to do with that. And we're almost ready for the tongue to be processed to give you guys a little bit more understanding of what we're doing with this, okay? So it doesn't sound so gross. Because I know there's a lot of you in here that says tongue. Wait, why are we eating tongue? It's a well-known dish, and it's very healthy, too. It's got a lot of iron in it. So it's good for you. It's good for the body. But we have to do some prep work, okay? The prep work is what takes the longest. So you guys will see in a minute, okay? Is there any questions so far while we're waiting for the next 6 minutes to go by before I start prepping this? Any questions? Thank you, thank you, thank you, guys. Thank you. Yalla, halur. BB, thank you. I appreciate you. I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. Make sure you guys favorite everybody in here. Any questions so far? Where do you buy the tongue? You can buy it from Walmart. You can buy it from a grocery store if they do keep it. You can buy it from a local butchery. Mine I got from a butchery. You love avocado? Avocado is awesome. I love avocado, especially on toast. Yum, yum. Okay? I love avocado. Right? Avocado is bomb. Bomb, bomb. I love a good avocado. What do you ask for? Cow tongue. Just ask them for a cow tongue. If they don't understand, then you say, moo. That's what you ask for. Okay? You got the heart on high for the tongue? Yeah, I do. Yeah, for the 3 hours, yes, I do, Cakes. Obviously, the gas stove and electrical stove is going to differ in heat. Your gas stove's heat is a lot hotter than your electrical stove. But I don't cook it. Either way, I don't cook it for under 3 hours. I go with the 3 hours. No. All you do is you take it out of the package, rinse it off, and then put it inside the pot and start cooking it. And put a little bit of salt with it. The salt is what's going to help us take the skin off too. Avocado should be in every meal. I agree. There's a lot of people that don't like avocado. Sugar BB, I appreciate you. Thank you. I mean, if it was up to me, yeah, I'll do avocado every day. Damn, okay. And hi, BB. Yeah. Now, since we're talking about avocado, I also use the roasted garlic avocado oil. And I'm going to throw a little dab of that into my sump. Not very much, about a half a teaspoon. There we go. I love the roasted garlic avocado oil. Just saying. I had a request from somebody just off the platter right now. I had a request from somebody to make some shrimp on one of my shows. They wanted to see what kind of a twist do I put to shrimp. So I'm not going to say when, but we're going to do it in the near future. Okay. All right. I'm going to move the camera a little bit closer to this cutting board so I can show you guys what am I doing with this tongue. I'm going to turn the heat off on the tongue for a second. I'm going to put it on my cutting board. And I'm going to throw this water out. Can you guys see the tongue? You see it? There's a lot of meat on here. Oh, there's a lot of meat on here. All right, so it's really hot. It doesn't want to be cut. Ooh, I can just smell it. It smells really, really, really good. And you just want to remove the skin. Look at this. See, from cooking, it actually, the skin comes right off. Just by getting it started, it actually peels right off. Now, if you don't cook it for the 3 hours, guys, you're not going to be able to see that. See how am I peeling this off? That's the skin. That's the part you do not want to see eat. Sorry, my bad. I'll bring it a little bit closer. Let's do it like that. Is that better? That better? But that's how the skin comes off. See? If you haven't cooked it for about 3 hours, you're not going to be able to do this. So we're going to continue. You literally just cut it's very thin slice, just a white portion of it. Cut that off and then just peel it. Almost like a roast. And the skin will literally just peel off. Look at that. See? I just peel it off. Let's flop this around. Make sure you got a nice sharp knife, guys. You don't want a blunt knife because that's not going to work. Okay? Make sure you get all that skin. You don't want any skin to be left behind. Clean it up nicely. The prep work is just insane on this. That's the only thing about this tongue. Takes a lot of work. Between the cooking and getting the skin off. There we go. Now it's easier to maintain. Like that. There we go. See? Looks good, huh? It is a job. But it's so delicious when you're done with this. I'm just making sure that I got all the bad parts out that I do not want. Clean it up nicely. All right. Cakes, are you still here? There, it's nice and clean. I'm happy with it. I am most certainly happy with this. There we go. And I'm going to pull that off. There we go. Pull that off. There. All right. This portion is going back in the pot. Nicely cleaned up. And we'll finish off the rest of it. Thank you guys. Appreciate the gifts. Just clean it up all nicely together. we go. I'm not one for a lot of fat, so almost done. There we go. Oh, it's nice and good. I like this. Looks good to me. And we'll pop that back in the pot. And then you have it. Your tongue has been prepped. We're going to throw a little bit more water in here. And then we'll go back on the stove for a little bit. Guys, if you just joined, welcome to the show, the Global Grub with Dolphin Donnie. I'm your host, Thomas Donnie. Show is every Sunday night at 7 p.m. Eastern. If you want to be a part of the show, please hit me up on stream or off stream on my Instagram. Hit up Emoji J. I'm going to throw a little bit more salt in there. I'm going to throw a little bit of avocado oil in here. There we go. You see? And you see what your sump is doing. But we're going to make sure the water is all cooked. So it's almost there. And then we got some sweet potato cooking. I'm going to continue that. We're going to bring this to a boil quick while I'm throwing this out. Like I said, I don't like a dirty kitchen. There we go. Got that all done. You always want to make sure that you have a clean place to work, especially when it comes to food. I don't like a dirty kitchen. Right, guys? Thank you for the flowers. Ninja. Okay, so we're going to cook this for another 10 minutes or so. We got enough time. If we run out of time, Jay, just keep on recording, please. Thank you for the sunflowers. Don't stop the show. Just keep recording. Okay. So I'm going to run through everything again quickly. That way you guys can see. We are doing what we call a cow tongue, like moo, like that. Sorry, that's the only way I can explain it. That way you can understand it. We're doing a cow tongue, okay? The tongue you can buy from a butchery, Walmart, any grocery store that has them. You can ask them for it. They will somehow carry it. I got mine from a butchery. Also, when you do cook the tongue, you just take it out of the package and you put it in a pot with cover it with water, and you're gonna cook it for 3 hours, guys. You want to cook it for 3 full hours. That's the easiest way to get that skin off that I just peeled off. You don't want to eat the skin, okay? It's not like a piece of fat around the meat, okay? You want to take that skin off. Once you peel the skin off, clean the tongue nicely all around, and then put it back in your pot with water and cook it for another 10 to 15 minutes, and then it's ready to be served because it's already been cooking for 3 hours, right? You don't want to overcook it either. Then for a side dish, I'm having some sump, and I better take this. I don't want it to. You got some sump. It's like a rice, but it's a lot more healthier than rice. And this is the bag. You can order this off online. You can order this all from a South African site, or you can go to an Asian market and they will have the same thing. It's made by Iwisa, 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 and it's called Sump. And then I also have some sweet potato. Sweet potatoes everywhere. You can find this everywhere, okay? And I'm literally cooking that as my side dish. And then I'll show you guys how we're gonna finish this in a few minutes by putting everything together. My sweet potato is so to be ready. So I'm going to add, while it's cooking, I'm going to add a nice big heaped teaspoon of butter. Oh yeah, they're nice and soft already. Phew. And then I'm also gonna add a little bit of ground cinnamon. Not much, just a little bit, just to get that flavoring. And then I'm gonna continue to cook it with the lid off, about halfway. And my sump is almost there. Why is this happening again? I never have this problem during my streams. It's only when it's recording. I don't know why that is. Thank you guys, appreciate it. Something weird is going on. It was like that last week too. I don't know what's going on. Okay, anyway, we're gonna finish cooking this. I'm gonna prep my sweet potato. I'm gonna turn the heat off to low. I have my cutting board up here. And I'm going to add a little bit of white sugar to my sweet potato. Just like that. With the cinnamon. And I don't know what happened to my... And then I'm going to just squash it So it's like that. Make sure you got all the pieces nicely squashed and mashed. So I'm literally just mashing it with a fork. You can use a masher too if you want, but my masher is too big for this pot. So I'm just using a fork, and you can see it's nice and pasty. I'm gonna put it back on the stove on a medium-low heat. And then your sump, want to make sure it's nice and loose. The water is all gone. See that? It's nice and loose. We'll put the lid back on there. We'll put the lid back on here. And we're almost done. We are almost done. The tongue is cooking nicely. There we go. Any questions so far, guys? Any questions so far? For those who just joined, welcome to the show. Welcome to the Global Grub with Tabet Dani. I'm your host, Tabet Dani. We are cooking a cow tongue, like moo, okay, the tongue, okay? Please don't get any ideas. That's just the easiest way to explain it, okay? And then with my cow tongue, I prepped it. The preparation in it is a little bit long. You got to have 3 hours of cooking in boiled water with a teaspoon of salt for about 3 hours. Then take it off the heat and cut the skin off. It will literally peel off. Once you make a small little cut, it will literally just peel off like you guys just saw earlier. Once it's nicely cleaned up, you can put it back on the stove, cook it for another 20 minutes or so with a little bit of salt. And then for side dishes I made, you can make rice, you can do potato. I mean, you can do not literally anything you want. For a starch, you gotta have a starch with this. So I made some sump, and that's what the sump looks like. They look like corn, but it's not corn. And I'll show you. It's literally called Iwisa sump. You can order this offline, or you can go to like an Asian market. They usually have this. If you can't find it, let me know, and I'll give you a website where you can find that and order it from. Okay. And then I also have sweet potato that I just mashed with some cinnamon and some sugar and butter. So that's already done. The cinnamon, the sweet potato is ready. The sump is ready. The tongue is literally almost ready too. Shape. Nasi, thank you guys. And I'm going to throw a barbecue spice over this from Robinson's. It's a South African spice. You cannot get it here in America. You have to order this online. I'm going to throw a little bit of that in there for the final 5 or 10 minutes. And then we'll carry Fun Grimmy. Where the hell is that? Oh, somebody. Hi, somebody. Long time no see. So we're just about ready to dish up and have a wonderful, wonderful traditional South African meal. Give me 1 second. All right. So we are just about ready. Just about ready. The sump is looking good. The sweet potato looks good. The tongue, I can just smell it. Whew, it's delicious. And I'm glad people stick around for this because this is one thing not a lot of people want to eat or they're not familiar with it. So it's a very well-known dish in South Africa. So and it's been sold here in America. So I don't know why you guys don't eat it. It's just if it's a mind thing, I think if you put mind over matter, you'll eat it. Okay, especially if you've seen what I've just done with it. Right, Nashi? Who's ready for this? I think Nashi left. She said, no, not the cow tongue. I'm out. Moo! Yeah. She said, I'm out. All right. You guys are ready for this? Let's do this. I'm going to take the tongue out. And I'm going to put it back on the cutting board. And I'm going to literally cut it like bread slices. Look how nicely it cuts. See that? Thin, thin bread slices. Just like that. Just very thin bread slices. About a quarter inch. Quarter inch is perfect. All right. You guys ready? I don't know who's still in yet, but we're getting ready to munch on this. Who's ready? All right. Anyway. My sump, they look like kernels from corn, but they're not. Okay. This is literally like a rice. Some sweet potato. So we got that sweet potato. And then we're going to have a couple slices of the tongue. Like that. Doesn't look gross anymore, does it? Looks like mini steaks. See that? Just like mini steaks. Now, you can have this with just plain like this, with a little bit of salt and pepper if you want. Or you can do like the traditional way. Let me put that aside. And I'm going to dry this off. just so it's not so. Like that. Or you can have it with the old-fashioned English mustard. Make sure this is open. Yeah, I knew it wasn't open because I haven't used it before. Fresh from the store. English mustard, and just squirt a little bit on each piece like that. And we are about to have cow tongue, and I always put it on like a sandwich. But there you go. Cow tongue with mustard. Mmm, yum yum. With some sweet potato. Mm, and some sump. Hmm. The sump, you can put some ketchup on it, or uh, a barbecue sauce. You can make a gravy of your own. It doesn't matter. And another piece of cow tongue. Delicious. I appreciate everybody coming to the show. Thank you for being here. If you have any questions, please come and ask me after the show. I will be going off stream and then come back in about 10 or 15 minutes. Um, if you want to follow me on Instagram, please do so. It's in my bio. Follow Emoji J. Emoji J, are you still here? Emoji J. Where the hell did he disappear to? Okay. Well, guys, I hope you guys have a blessed Sunday. I hope you guys had fun. Thank you for all being in here. Have a great Memorial Day tomorrow. For those who are off, have a fun day off. Long weekend. Unfortunately, Donnie has to work. But I hope you guys stay blessed, stay amazing. Have a wonderful week. And I'll see you guys next week, Sunday at 7 p.m.